Hi everyone, welcome back. So in last lecture I have covered whatever the column properties and whatever the column UDA all I have covered, and so now what need to do. So for now I need to explain this grid system and the background color of that and the grid system, because I forgot to explain at the user interface when I was teaching you and the user interface of the TS Tekla Structures, user interface. So I forgot at the time. I forgot to explain the grid system and the background, how to change the background color, because if you will open the Tekla structure you will not find like that background. It means the black background, so you need to change this one. Actually I used to change this one. Because of that you can your visualization will be good as compared to the white background, so that I will prefer that black background. Okay, so if you do not prefer, then you do not need to do anything. Okay, and if you want to change this one, so you can change. So from here press Ctrl E and go here, model view. Okay, and after that you need to check this one. If you in your system there is 1.0 1.0 1.0 in all, then you need to change for the black background 0.0 0.0 for all. And you can see, if you is selecting the background 1 2 3 4, so you can find here some notice is there. See, define the color using 0.0 for black background and 1.0 for white background. So you can change from there and you will get this type of white this type of background. So if you have if you have already changed and you cannot able to see this one, so you need to cross this view again. You need to open, so you so that the class structure can refresh the view. Okay, 3D view or whatever view you have opened. So after that I need to discuss grid system. Okay, because I forgot at the time of user interface when once I have discussed that one, so I forgot. Let's start the grid system. From there, Control P. I am pressing Control P for the 3D view to 2D switches, from the 3D to 2D and 2D to 3D for switching the view. Okay, it's a shortcut for switching the view. Control P. Okay, so this one, how to use this grid system, how to modify. See, 1 2 3 4 5 grid is there, by default is there, but I need to change. If I need to change, see, x direction, it means this one. You can say here, you can see here x direction is there. So x direction, what is the grids, how many grids is there? 1 2 3 4 5. So in x, see, level is there, and you can see first grid on 0 and other 4 grids on 20 feet. So if you need to give 4 grid is equal, so you can give 4 into 20 feet, 4 into whatever the value. But if you do not want 4 equal spacing of that grid, so you can give the value manually whatever you need and modify it, so it will be modified. Okay, if here I think 3 star, it should be it should be good for here 30 or maybe 10 star, like that. So whatever you need you can modify from there in x direction, and similarly in y direction you can modify there. Okay, after that you can give the z direction. It means elevation, how many elevation you have required. So you can use that grid system in elevation. See, if I will give here, I will go here. See, there is a grid and 0 10 16 20. See, 10 feet 16 feet 20 feet 20 feet, but I do not want this elevation. So we can change from there, here 12 and here 24, like that I can change. See, you can see there is a changes. Okay, but here, see, I have kept 10 feet and I have kept 12 feet, but still it's showing like 16 and 20. So you need to change here also. It's a name. tag, name tag. So 10 is there, after that 12 is there, after that 24 is there. So whatever the elevation is there, you need to change the name also as well as elevation value also. Okay, so this is the xyz direction. And after that, see, you can see here, if I will give this value, oh sorry, I will give this value, see, if I will give this value, see, the extended line, the grid line is extended, see. So if you need the grid line extension more, so you can give here the value 0, here the value you can control from there, whatever you need, the how much extension you need, you can control from there. Okay, and similarly this one is for right side, and this one in x direction, this one is for left side, this one value for left side, and this one value for left side, y direction. See, you can see here, I need to change this one here. See, this one in y direction below, and this one in x direction left. Okay, similarly here right direction, you can change there, and y up direction above, upside, this side direction, you can change from there. See, so this is you can say there is one option, you can extend the grid system. This is generally we are not using much more, but sometimes it's usable, so it's an option. So you can you need to know about that. So maybe sometimes you can use this one. So maybe sometimes this one is useful for you. So this one is option xy direct in and z direction. Okay, now here 0 0 0, see, you can see there is a axis, and from axis point the xy direction grid system is there. If I will give here 30, see, the from the origin the grid system already moved by 30 inches. Okay, but for now I do not need to move. So this one you can move by y direction, and this one you can move by z direction. Okay, so generally we are not using this one, but this one is option. Sometimes maybe sometimes you need to move this one, so you can move from there. Okay, and this one is magnetic and non-magnetic. What is the meaning for that one? If, see, if magnetic is no, then if I will change this one, see what will be the effect. You can see here from there. Here you can see no magnetic, no. Okay, so if no, and I am going to change this one as 30. Okay, see, the column remains at same position, but the grid line has been changed. But if let me change again the previous position, but if I will keep here as yes, so once I have I am going to change this one, once I am going to change this one, see, the column and the member whatever is there on the grid already moved with the grid. So what the meaning of that magnetic, it means that whatever the grid having a member, this will automatically moved as with the grid. It means whatever, see, this member, this member, and this member, if you will see in 3D, so it will be easy to understand. See, if you can see this one and this all member is on grid line 2. If I have moved, see, I moved here grid I moved maybe 20. Okay, see, all member whatever the grid is there is, all member has been moved with the grid. If I don't have apply the magnetic, then it will be remains at the same location. See, you can see in 3D also. Maybe here I will give 5. See, the grid system already gone inside, but the member remains at the same position. So that this is the best option for the column positioning. Generally we are giving the column position on the intersection of that grid system. And okay, so if the any grid system any space has been changed, then automatically column will be shifted according to the requirement. So this will useful for at the time of that changes, grid system changes, the grid distance changes. So okay, and now Now grid color you can change from there. I have changed white, but you can change red also. There is a option whatever you need to. Actually black and white is preferable, so I am using actually white and black background and white grid system. So you can change from there. Okay, see here is the option, or you can manually change from there the value input. So if you will change from there, maybe here, so it will be automatically something change. It means if value, if you know this value, so directly you can paste it there, and directly you can get the color of that grid system. Okay, after that you can change the height of that legends grid name. Okay, so if you will change this one, it will be automatically see this 50, this grid number is going to make a bigger and bigger and bigger whatever you are going to modify. So this option is for the legend of that grid. It means name of that grid, and after that font you can change also the font color also. Let's see blue. See this one, you can change the blue also. So whatever you need you can change from there. Okay, but I need only white and background black, so that I can uh, visualize better as compared to the other. Okay, after that there is a option logged option is that if you will log this one, so no one can modify. See, you can see all the option has been closed. So nobody will change this one, because sometimes what happen, 2 3 4 person, many person is working, and according to the his requirement he is changing, going to change. So this is the reason you are going to log this one, so that if he will change anything, or he want to change anything, you need to he has one pop-up, or maybe he cannot able to do anything. So that, so if he needs anything modification, he need to unlock this one. Otherwise maybe sometimes what happen, by mistake this one has been changed, so it will be very difficult to control all the things whatever has been changed. So this is maybe this will be bigger mistake, so that we are locking the we used to lock the grid system. Okay. Okay, grid level text we are not using, and prefix offset in x, prefix offset in y, prefix offset in z, offset in x y z. Okay, so this one, this all parameter we are not using. This one, no need to use this one. So leave it for this one. You can leave it and go to the user defined attribute, and there is a again this one same thing inside the user defined. So you can leave that one. Okay, so this is the grid system and grid location, and whatever the option is there, x y z direction. You can change how you can change. I already explained that one. So if in that one is you have any query, please let me know. Again shortly I will explain again. See, if you want this direction, x direction, you can keep the value here. Always start from 0, it will be better for you. And in y direction you can change from there, and in z direction please keep in mind, if you are giving the value of z, so you need to change this one also. But you can change whatever is the grade name and grade x and y name, so labels. So according to the structures or according to the architecture you can keep there, but this one you need to keep as whatever the value is given here. So this will be better for you, because if you will give 10 here, and if you will give the 8 less in levels, it will be difficult to manage all the things, because you cannot remember all the things at the time of the modeling, so that it will be create confusion. So if you will give this 10 feet, and you will give the name 8, so the people are thinking that 8 feet, according to the legend he will think about the 8 feet only. So that you need to take care about that, and you can extend the grid system in grid in x and y direction and z direction also. Okay, and from there you can enable magnetic, and from there you can customize the color and the size of that grid. Okay, and you can from there you can lock and unlock. Okay, so this is the main function of that grid system, and you can use from there. Or I will again explain this grid system in that in the tool edit tab. Okay, edit tab, there is a grid system tool. See this grid, rectangular grid, radial grid, and add grid. So I will explain this one separately. This one only for user interface, because there is a one grid system is there, so you need to know about that. So I have explained. Otherwise I will explain each and everything in that grid system. So for now it's okay, it's done. I will explain the beam in next lecture. Okay. For now, take care. Bye bye.